in the same, back in the same, like, cracking the same, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at 10 Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you can't get nobody's college. Big dog, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at 10 Trap News Network. It's that good news you use, knowledge you can't get nobody's college. Big dog, hit that subscribe button, become part of the Trapper Mafia, hit that notification bell. At the top, it all say tap in for the latest and greatest what we got going on here at 10 Trap News Network. You feel me? You feel me, man? Broke baby mama out now on all streaming platform. Words are hard. The pathetic FLAKKO rap 100 is. They out now too. Make sure you tap into that if you ain't tapped into that. You feel me? Get tap in for the tap in. When you tapping in with the tap in, make sure you tap all the way in. If you ain't did nothing, make sure you tap inward, never outward. You feel me? You feel me? Inward, not inward. Don't be a racist. Don't be a racist. Make sure y'all get into that, though. We finna jump into some more of this good content, man. Some more of this good content, man. We got ADAM22 telling 4XTRAZ he actually cannot beat a UFC fighter. And that's a very true statement. When you get into the ring with a UFC fighter, first of all, to be a great MMA fighter, you have to know jiu-jitsu. Only like 10% of the entire world knows jiu-jitsu. So to be a great MMA fighter, you have to have a great jiu-jitsu game. When somebody puts you in an Americana, what are you really going to do about this? You feel me? I get that 4XTRAZ might have an immaculate street squabble. I get that 4XTRAZ might be, you know what I'm saying, super turned up in the county jail system and all this kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to sit here and say that you could beat an MMA fighter, bro. Like, that's probably not going to happen, let alone a UFC fighter. That's an entirely different level of fighter. So we're going to get into this content. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Guy gangbang, that might be not so easy.
Yeah, because I am good at politics.
Right. Well, there you go. Yeah.
I am good at politics.
And if you clean up your act, maybe take some classes, etc., I could see you being, you know, the mayor or at least like a
I don't want to be the mayor.
No?
I want to be the mayor.
Yeah, because then you're going to be the leader of a lot of your ops as well.
No, that's not the point. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
you're going to have to care about
when
your
you
ops.
do stuff, that's like speaking. That's like speaking. You get what I'm saying? When we get on here and speak and we do shit, you got to think about this. We on this motherfucker already doing shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm speaking for a lot of people already.
Yeah.
So when you get on this motherfucker, it's a platform, a big platform. You're speaking for a lot of people already.
And if you're the mayor, you have to be concerned with like policy and passing
That's going to be easy.
acts. I don't know. I don't really know what the mayor does, but
Yeah, I don't know
be a
what
lot
he
of
does
shit.
either. But I'm going to tell you one thing for sure. I'm passing a lot of bills for the ghetto.
yeah. But that will help your ops as well, just so you know.
I don't give a f.
That's
I'm
okay.
I'm passing bills for the
I'm
ghetto.
glad you're okay with that. What are you tugging on this?
Hell no. That motherfucker, I'm hitting that motherfucker too hard.
I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, yeah, that's all right. All right. So you ruffled some feathers last time we were together.
Yeah.
Because you said that you would whoop the shit out of a UFC heavyweight.
That off, and I'm
A
still
lot of
telling you.
UFC fighters not.
A UFC heavyweight, I imagine 4XTRAZ to be 200, 250, you know what I'm saying? But so let's say between 200 and 220 pounds. There is a jiu-jitsu black belt right now that I know. How old is Gabriel? Gabriel can't be no older than like 19, 20. Black belt jiu-jitsu. This nigga, he'll 1A70, bro. He'll unalive you. He'll unalive you. Straight up like that. He wants you with your size. He wants you to grab onto him and try to slam him and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to figure out how he swept you off your feet and now he's choking you with your own arm. I'm not going to say that. A professional heavyweight UFC, first of all, to get into the UFC, you have to be an elite level of fighter. A professional heavyweight UFC fighter? No, bro. No.
Not really a fan.
Immaculate street squabble, I'm sure. Immaculate jail squabble, I'm sure. It's totally different once you put them gloves on and step into that ring.
Into this, and they want to challenge
All right. On the day, so hurry up and set it up.
Okay.
I've been waiting on this already.
You're out. Now we can work on it.
Out,
Yeah.
Set the motherfucker up on it. I'm about to put him out. This is the cold part about it. See, this is the thing about UFC fighters. They think they gonna win because you got all right. You got a paper showing that you a UFC fighter. All right, because you got accepted in the UFC. That don't mean you gonna win. You get what I'm saying? You think you're just gonna beat it?
Just to get into the UFC, you have to have a high level of skill set. Just to get into the UFC. So to say just because you're in the UFC don't mean you're gonna win, that actually is how you know that they're probably gonna win, because they're in the UFC. Being an MMA fighter doesn't make you a UFC fighter. UFC is a league. So that's like, just because you're a basketball player doesn't put you in the NBA. Just because you're if you're in the UFC, you've done something to get there. The worst UFC fighter is better than the average person walking down the street by far.
A dude that fight on the street or fight in jail, like, well, I'm a UFC fighter and I got a
Yeah, I can respect the confidence, but the reality of the situation is no, nigga, no.
belt and I can beat you. I see people get knocked out. That's boxers. You get what I'm saying? So
This is not boxing. when they start grabbing you and twisting you up and that nigga wrap around you like a snake and chokes you out because that's what he do with this jujitsu ish, no.
Don't matter what he talking about. F all that. Make sure he had a bag, and I'm gonna put his ass out. And when I put him out, I want another $100,000 for putting him out.
Right.
Set this.
And then 4XTRAZ, ain't nobody finna give you no $100,000 to fight. You know how much money a fight would have to generate for you to get paid $100,000, and then another UFC fighter who's probably a professional to get paid $100,000, and they're gonna want at least 200 if you getting 100. So that fight would have to generate at least $10 million for you to get that 100,000 for it to make sense after everything is paid for. This. I hope that no actual UFC fighter sees this and wants to commit to this situation because it's not gonna be.
What's up now? You can FaceTime him?
I don't have any of their phone numbers or anything. I was just trying to find like.
And I already seen it on the gram. He already got 2 belts. He been calling me out. I'm telling you right now on here, I'm gonna put you out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you out.
A nigga who got some fire judo will get right with you. Straight up.
Hurry up and call in. Adam, setting it up. I'm putting you out.
Because this guy.
Huh?
Okay, I met this dude before. SD_the Reaper Dumas. He basically said that he's perfectly happy to handle you. I think
Is that the one that got 2 belts?
it's this dude on the right.
Well, hurry up. I'll put him out.
Big ass black guy.
All right, hurry
so
up.
you won't
I'll
have
put
the
him out.
pleasure of beating up a white man, which I know you low key want to do.
No, hold on. But it is another person that called me out too.
There's probably a more. Yeah, but didn't
That
Colby
reached out to
Covington?
Lupe.
Did Colby Covington say it as well?
He reached out to Lupe. He got 2 belts.
It's all fun and games until you get hit with a question mark kick. It's all fun and games until you get hit with a question mark kick. Being kicked in your thigh hurts if you've never been kicked in your thigh. And then when you try to kick him back and he checks your kick and his shins are like steel and you fuck around and shatter your shin on his shin, and when all he did was literally check it, he didn't even do nothing, he just defended himself, you gonna understand this situation a whole lot differently, big dog. A whole lot differently.
Look, it don't matter. Whoever called me out on a dead homies, hurry up and set up. I can put you out. The same way you hurry up and call me out, it's the same way I'm gonna hurry up and put your ass out.
Really? So you haven't lost any faith in your ability to do this. Now, I'm gonna explain to
You
you.
said faith in what?
I'm gonna explain to you.
Make sure you have my money. Make sure you have my money.
Okay.
Make sure you
We
have my
already
money.
bet $1,000.
Make sure you have my money.
We bet $1,000 before.
Make sure you have my money.
On Vernon
Make
Avenue.
sure you.
I will bet however much that 4XTRAZ probably won't come out successful against a professional UFC fighter now.
Okay. But this is the problem.
A MMA fighter who's beginning, he could do well. An MMA fighter who's probably intermediate, he might be able to, manage. A professional heavyweight UFC fighter? No.
I'm gonna tell you.
No. No. That's barnacles.
I've thought about this a lot. Here's the problem. Every UFC champion has immaculate ground game. Their jiu-jitsu off the charts.
Off the fucking charts.
Here's the problem. You've never had to worry about
4XTRAZ wouldn't know what to do if somebody put him in an Americana. 4XTRAZ don't even know what an Americana is. So if a nigga went from De La Riva to Triangle, you wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know what to do at all.
being taken down, aka a guy diving in, grabbing your legs, pulling you down to the ground. I swear to God, these motherfuckers are like anacondas. What they're gonna do, they're gonna snake their way up your body, and then they're gonna wrap their arms, their legs around your head, around your arm. All of a sudden, they're gonna choke your ass out.
I don't give a
You have not even thought about the shit that they're gonna do to you.
All right. What they talking about? Once again, set it up and put him out, and I won't.
It sounds good until somebody's choking the entire fucking shit out of you. This is what I know about jiu-jitsu. This is what my professor told me. If you know about jiu-jitsu, you understand why I call him my professor. This is what my professor told me. You tapping is acknowledging that this person can 187 you. Them letting you go is them being kind and humble enough not to. You tapping is you acknowledging that this person could break your arm, break your leg, break your toe, break your ankle, break your shoulder, break your knee. You tapping is acknowledging that. Them letting you go is them being humble enough not to break it. That's what my professor told me about jiu-jitsu.
My money. Soon as it's done, I just want to turn around to you. I'm like, hey, look, You know what I'm talking about? On behalf of Chris on the Fig, Vernon Avenue, we want to thank Adams for the money that we gonna go party with and some bitches with. We want to thank him right here that
Adams with an S.
got put out. You know what I'm talking about? For buying our new cars and our rollies. Shout out, Vernon Avenue. Hurry up and set it up. When is we setting it up, though?
I'm just very worried about you getting choked out.
I'm very worried about you because I hope you got the money the same day.
For sure, I'm down.
All right. When you setting it up?
If I find someone and you agree to it and he agrees to it,
Why
we can set it up.
we still waiting?
We're gonna go.
I thought you already had somebody right there.
No, I don't. I was just like reading about it in the news and
I'm
shit.
telling you. Look, Lupe already got the person. He already called me. I got 2 belts.
Uh-huh.
And they say you setting it up.
Oh, nobody told me to set it up until right now.
Hurry up and set this up.
Okay.
She gonna give you the name and give you the number. Hurry up and set this up. Hurry up real quick for the world to see off the back. Gonna put him out off the back.
Okay.
I like the confidence, but this might be delusion.
I'm gonna put him out off the back and put him on his back off the back.
I think we should start out with a requirement that there is no taking the person down because
Then that's no longer a UFC fight. That is at that point a boxing match.
I think in a stand-up fight,
Look,
I have
look.
way more confidence in you. As soon as it gets to
look.
jiu-jitsu on the ground, I think you're gonna realize like, oh, I need 5 years of jiu-jitsu training.
I don't give a what the I don't
5 years is a low number.
care what you
Hey, but you know what though? It might be a humbling experience. Go ahead, get in there. That's real.
talking about. What the it is. You ain't looking at my
It
face.
takes over 10 years to become a jiu-jitsu black belt. That's all I'm saying. It takes over 10 years to become a jiu-jitsu black belt. A professional UFC fighter, 9 times out of 10, is a fucking black belt in jiu-jitsu or judo, but more than likely jiu-jitsu. I'm just fucking saying. I'm just fucking saying. That's it.
You don't understand me? I don't give a what you talking about. What he coming in there with?
I could give him the confidence. That nigga 4XTRAZ is confident right now. I respect it. 10 years. Hear me on this. Instead of working on 1,000 punches one time, jiu-jitsu is working on 1 punch 1,000 times. If you get it, you get it. This is okay.
He's going out.
When this nigga's now choking you with your own arm, you gonna understand him.
I've just seen this movie before
Man,
a few
I don't
times.
give
If your ground game is not on point and if your takedown defense is not on point, then you're a sitting duck.
He sound like he thinking this motherfucker Bruce Leroy or something.
I'm just telling you.
He actually is Bruce Leroy. 4XTRAZ, that's why he's a professional UFC fighter. He actually indeed is Bruce Leroy. He actually indeed has taken the time out of his life to become Bruce Leroy. Gangland Neem voice. He's Bruce Leroy.
That's Bruce
right.
Leroy.
Nate Diaz, oh no. But
That's him? What's his name?
I think he's a lot lighter than you, but
So you know what I'm
how
talking
much you
about?
weigh?
Wait, are they talking about professional legend Nate Diaz? UFC legend Nate Diaz? Despite the fact that Nate Diaz might be like 160, that nigga will unalive you. He is literally, well, he's Bruce Leroy. You gotta say it in Spanish. Like, how would you say it? Bruce Leroy. However, you gotta just roll the R with it. But, nigga, that's Senior Leroy right there. Nate Diaz? Nigga, you tripping, 4XTRAZ. You tripping. If somebody lets you get into a fight with Nate Diaz, they don't love you, bro. They don't love you. If somebody lets you get into a ring with Nate Diaz, they don't care about you. Straight up like that.
Hey, how much you weigh?
I weigh 252.
He's, oh my God.
I'm
yeah.
putting him out.
See, that's a problem.
Don't say it ain't a problem now. What's his name?
I think he's a lot lighter than you, but
So you know what I'm
how
talking
much you weigh? How much you weigh?
I weigh 252.
He's, oh my God.
I'm
yeah.
putting him out.
See, that's a problem.
Don't say it ain't a problem.
At 252, oh my God, at 252, not loose cannon, 4XTRAZ is actually light work for Nate Diaz. Do this nigga know who Nate Diaz is?
Now, I'm putting him out. On Vernon Avenue, I'm putting him
Nate
out.
Diaz fights at 170.
That's on him. He called me out. I'm putting him out. I'm putting him out. Vernon Avenue. Now that's a problem.
I do think Nate would probably be down for it, though. He seems like he's
It
down for a
don't
good
matter.
That nigga would be 4XTRAZ. Please don't fight Nate Diaz. 4XTRAZ. Look, hold on, look, bro. Look, I get it. It's content. I get that people like whatever. I say this with all humility and all respect. Do not get your ass in the ring with no fucking Nate Diaz, bro. That nigga's a professional 187er. Do not Do not. It's a nigga from your hood. That's an MMA fighter. I think it's Seasick. Who, I could be wrong, but I think it's Seasick, who's a professional fighter. I'll be a fan of his work, bro. He be doing his shit. He really be doing a whole bunch of fighting and all that kind of stuff. And I'm a huge fan of his fighting styles and all that kind of stuff. Bro, ask that nigga about Nate Diaz. You got a nigga from your hood that's a well-respected fighter in the ring. You feel me? Ask him about Nate Diaz. My nigga, you do not want to put yourself in a situation to where you are standing across the fucking ring with Nate Diaz, my nigga. It's not. That's not a smart decision. That's not a smart decision. If anybody allows you to do that, they're looking out for their interest and their profit and not your well-being.
It don't
Straight up. Like, because that right there is absolutely fucking barnacles.
matter. That's the point. It matter to you. It don't matter to me.
He's up north.
It don't matter. You got to come down here, get his ass whipped in South Central, go back up north.
Is he in North Peno? I don't know either.
He can fly his ass. He can fly his ass down here if we can fly his ass back up there, nigga, getting whooped out.
Okay.
So,
Mayweather put tips on Conor McGregor, though, so who knows? Mayweather's the greatest boxer of all time. Of all time. He's only ever boxed. He's never went to jail. He's never, went to college or nothing like that. This nigga's only ever boxed his entire life. He's only ever did one thing. He didn't rap, sell crack, and have a job. He only did one thing. This is not the same situation. My man Charlie Brown, I see what you tried to do there. It's not the same.
He'll probably be happy to take a drive down here.
that's easy.
Quick little 6-hour stroll. Or we could go to Stockton. You want to go to Stockton? We're going to hang out with the EBK boys?
Look, check this out. Where the bag is at, I'm coming to put his ass out.
Okay.
This what I'm saying right now. Bring his dumb ass down here. He called me out. So I can put his ass
He's a
out.
legend. UFC legend.
I don't give a
Nigga. This nigga 4XTRAZ is crazy.
if he would look. Check this out.
You should care.
You should definitely fucking care.
And he's a jiu-jitsu god.
See, that's the point.
He's really good.
See, that's the point. That's the point. That's like going into the county jail. You shouldn't care.
Right.
You going in.
Nate Robinson's a box. Is Nate that Jake Paul whooped on Nate Diaz? We're not gonna even count that as a real fight.
there to whoop and knock shit out. That's the point about you caring. You gonna lose.
Okay.
Because you worried about what he gonna do to you.
Right.
You should worry about what the I'm gonna do to him. That's the point.
Right.
That's the point. You're not getting to your head right now. Just have the money ready for me.
Okay. Hey, it's out there. It's in the open. We're gonna work on arranging this.
All right. Well, chat, y'all saying kick it though, but y'all know the deal, man. It's red dots to the left. You know the rest, and it's free. Avenue Angel Tweets free. We gone.